Hey there, Robocraftians. I'm here to go ahead and show you guys my final or latest update to this build. Hopefully I won't have to make any more updates. I've got a modular design shell here. It's a 5x7 from the front dimension, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across and then 7 tall. This is a modular platform. I can go ahead and slap on an array of things. So in this configuration, I currently have plasmas. I like to call this a battleship configuration. Some people call it broadside. But if I just go ahead and show you real quick, I can pull off all of my plasma cannons and the Tesla and slap on 10 T10 SMGs here. So actually, I believe I have to turn these sideways for some reason because I don't know why the circles don't line up properly when they're not turned sideways. So this is a design idea that I've been using since T7, roughly. Actually, I've had a few different iterations of it, but T7 was when I had my last basic iteration of this, and then I ended up pushing that up to T8 and redoing the design, and then in T8 I ended up taking the T8 model, pushing it up to T9, and then pushing it again up to T10, and that thing actually lasted a long time. Decided to wait until level 100 to finish this thing. So here we go. I'm same CPU usage with 10 SMGs. This is great for boss battles, by the way. And then what this is intended to be is a medic. So I don't hit max CPU until I put on the medic configuration. So let's see here. If I just go ahead and I pull out my nanotech guns, pull this. There we go. Okay, and then I can fit on 3 Teslas on the front, which end up making this very useful for my friend chatting me in the corner. I'll deal with him later. But he's or sorry, this is very useful for getting those one-time kills and hanging out behind things. If you see such a narrow profile, it's a bit harder to hit, and when it does hit, it usually ends up hitting these. Here, let me go into practice, show you how this thing drives real quick, and then I'll tear it apart and show the upgrades I did. So I recently found that if I'm very careful about the way that I orient blocks, I can connect the internals of the ship together so that they're a little tighter. So this thing has pretty good acceleration. It's not as good as it was a minute ago. I added more blocks, but it's okay. I'm liking the way that it is. So what's cool about this is it has a habit of drifting. So if you're, if you're firing like plasma cannons or whatever, because it's broadsiding, it's very good for that. But that way, when you're running around SMGs, whatever, last boss battle I did, or challenge I did with the SMGs, maybe I'll go ahead and do that for this video. I ended up flying around in a circle, just kind of shooting at everything. So the drifting is kind of nice, and if you stop in place, it turns on a dime pretty well. Let's see here. So it's pretty fast at turning unless it's moving forward. It takes a little while. But it's nice to find your way around corners like that, so if you're very good about predicting your path, you can definitely drive it around easily. Okay, let's go ahead and take it apart and show you what's inside. It's going to be a teardown video. I call this 5x7 Slim, or Slim by 5x7, that's the name of the bot. Right over there in the corner. So let's see here. Pull off these panelings. I'll go ahead and take these off since I'm probably going to swap on. Let me see. Yeah, it's got challenge mode now. I'm going to go and put on SMGs here in a minute. But let's go ahead and discuss what goes into this. So I ended up connecting around here and here. There's a few a few design elements at play here. First off, here I can go ahead and take this off so I can show you. So this is connected down here and acts as sort of a shield. When this gets hit, the damage shoots up here, and it acts as a nice little breaker for a shot. And then the one right here is another one of those. So there's two of those leading to the driver's seat. The important blocks are right here, connected to my up thrusters for an escape pod. Go ahead and reattach these. And I managed to fit everything just barely. I'll go ahead and do a rundown so you can see how closely and tightly everything fits, but the majority of the block space has been taken in this chip. So I've got only 4 T10 hovers. I managed to, let's see, this links the blocks here, and then this extends out here, goes up this way, if you see there. I end up actually alternating direction so I can fit around that thruster. And then it connects it down here and then to here. This is where this block is where the shields connect. Then this connects down to here and then down to here. This connects to here, but it does not connect underneath it. It's flat here, but if you look, I've got a bunch of prism blocks right here, so that way the damage has to transfer along the outside edge. And this doesn't connect until about here, so that way it avoids, you get shot here, it doesn't transfer damage up to the pilot seat too easily. So again, connecting through here and then back up through here to the top of the ship. So the top connects down to here and then up to here and to here. So the top is connecting in a couple of spots and then over here. Then this line connects all the way to here and then up to here. And then this is where the other shield connects to. And then that connects to the front. So connects to the front of the top and bottom there. Before, this entire midsection was missing in terms of blocks. All these blocks were gone. That's when I figured out, wait a second, if I flip the blocks and then orient them, I can just barely create a chain that goes to there. And then I was able to just barely create a chain that goes up to here and then to here and will actually fit underneath the shell. So I took out some of the turning thrusters. I had another pair here and here that I removed so I could create these lines. And I've also got a T4 rudder because it's the smallest one I can fit. It's kind of weird for whatever reason when you lose your rudder, your ship still stays balanced. So even though I've only got four of these, it seems to stay pretty well balanced. I don't have to worry about it, or if it doesn't ever give me shit, none of that. It's pretty nice. So let's see, is there anything else important? No, I think that about covers it. Excuse me. And yeah, so everything is oriented so it goes forward, so it accelerates pretty fast. I'm going to go and put these extra plates back on. And here, let me show you how barely this all fits. So if you look at this design right here, you've got along here, there's this bit of smoothing and connection to make things just barely come together. And then same with up here. We'll see that things just barely fit inside of the package here. There's not much room to work with. So if I look at this along the sides, you can see here that everything comes together tightly. There's very little room for holes or any of that. This backside isn't as elegant as I'd like it to be, but you run out of blocks at some point. But yeah, so this is my my platform, 5x7 Slim. It's a modular platform, of course. You can swap guns on it as much as you'd like, and I'm pretty proud of it. Took a lot of tweaking. It's incredibly durable for what it is, and it heals really fast. I don't really like using any of the TX parts. I've been seeing that a lot lately, and I feel like they're too high CPU. The CPU for the T10 electroplates is only let's see here, only 56 petaflops versus the 200 for the other electroplates, and I do realize that there's more shield for 2000 versus 31,000, but that huge difference is not enough to justify, or the huge CPU difference is not enough to justify the difference in shield you get. So let's go ahead and, actually wait, if I'm doing SMG, it doesn't have any Teslas on it because I run out of that all-important CPU. I'm kind of rambling at this point. Let's get to the battle before I talk all you guys' ears off. But yeah, I found that I can take a few hits and still be just fine. I can lose half my ship and still fly around okay, and at the very end I end up having that escape pod usually. So that's one of those nice little features that pisses off most players. Okay, let's go ahead and go into challenge mode. Let's see who we get. Hopefully we get a healer. Yeah, last time I did this with the new upgrades, we ended up playing really far back and sniping here and there, and then finally I was just like, screw it, ran in and just did like 4,500 damage or so. I feel like it was plenty. Got 4 kills. My ship ended up getting destroyed with like 3 guys left, and I escape podded my way over to the corner of the map while my 2 living teammates finished them off. So I ended up getting second top frag. Wasn't too bad. All those rails. I'd be worried they're tier 10, but tier 7 rails? Not as scary. Oh, we got 1 medic. That's not bad. Let's see how I do. I bet since I'm recording I'm going to do really bad. That's just how it always goes. I'm drifting my way into position. There's one. I guess that's not one right there. I feel like being crazy and going along the outside here. This is what's gonna get me killed. Ooh. Can I just weave my way over here? God, those railers are just too far for me. Oh no, they took one of my guns off. Oh, who's flying above me? Oh, I feel like just running out there. Maybe I will. Don't be so scaredy. You do a lot more damage than they do at these tiers. Yeah, this ship is definitely not about being scared. You just gotta be willing to go in and do some damage. Feel free to run and hide a little bit. Come up behind them. Make them regret messing with you. Oh geez, am I the last one alive, really? Well, there's the durability. I'm still taking hits, still able to fly. I've only got one T10 thruster left, and 1 SMG. Got 5 kills, should have run out sooner. Yeah, we lost this challenge. Oh no. Oh, I got my escape pod. No, they got me. Yeah, if you end up timing out, you win as by default, but that would have been a really boring video. But hey, you got to see the durability. The thing can take a lot of hits now before it, is out of commission. I mean, all I need is just one thruster. As parts of the ship fall off, they tend to fall off before the not the thruster, but the hovers do. So it lasts a long time, even though it has only 4 hovers. I'm really proud of this thing. I'm really happy with it. And if you guys want me to do a teardown, a little bit better of a teardown, try to show you the structure on the inside. I mean, it's all duplicated, so all I gotta do is tear down one part of it and show you. But if anyone's interested, just let me know and I'll go ahead and do another video of that. That way you guys get to see. This is the new durable, easier to heal, slim 5x1. Slim Shady. Call it what you want. Well, anyway, I'm Chris, and that's my ship. I'm out.